We're saying the financial situation is serious enough that these 7 people got to go home, but apparently not serious enough to start cutting them a check from the same public money everybody is arguing was it properly managed or not. Last week it was a recommendation. Now Governor Brian Kemp has made it official. All 7 members of the Dublin City School Board of Education has been suspended. But here's the part you better not skip over. They're suspended with pay. Now, before we get into the irony in that, let's remember how we got here. We've already taken you through the financial problems inside of Dublin City Schools. We've talked about the audit findings, weak financial controls, budget problems, spending beyond original board approved budgets, unpaid obligations, and financial crisis that has now reached approximately $20 million. We've talked about accreditation concerns. We've talked about the district having to make cuts. Jobs have been eliminated, transportations have been cut, district paid travel has been suspended, positions have been reduced and realigned. The district has been trying to find money anywhere it can find it while attempting to stabilize its own finances. And now, after Georgia State Board of Education unanimously recommended suspension, Governor Kemp has suspended all 7 board members: Amanda Smith, John Bell, Jeff Davis, Joanne Glover, Peggy Johnson, James Lanier, Kenneth Walters, the entire elected board. But this story ain't over just because somebody got suspended. Matter of fact, there's another piece that deserves some attention. During the proceeding, the state argued that Dublin's financial problems didn't begin yesterday. According to the state's position, the district had experienced deficits going back more than 15 years, approaching 2 decades. And if that's true, we're going to have to go backwards because 7 people got suspended in 2026. But if this problem has been developing for 15 or 20 years, I want to know who was sitting in those chairs before them. Who were the superintendents? Who were the finance directors? Who were the board members? What did the audit say? What warnings were given? And when did somebody finally realize that this thing had got completely out of control? And there's another side that we're not going to ignore. Some board members have raised questions about what financial information was actually provided to them and what information they contend was withheld. That doesn't automatically excuse anybody. But if we're talking about accountability, then we're going to follow the accountability wherever the paperwork takes us. If the board knew, show us what they knew. Now let's get back to these 3 words I just laid out on the screen: suspended with pay. And I can't be the only taxpayer who sees the irony in that. We have a school system facing a financial crisis of approximately $20 million. Employees have lost their jobs. Programs and services have been cut. The districts have been looking for ways to reduce expenses. And the state just suspended the entire governing board because of concerns surrounding the financial conditions and governance of this district. But while they're suspended, the taxpayers are still paying them. Now, to be fair, suspension is not the same thing as a final determination that anybody did anything wrong with taxpayer money. And there are still procedures available for these members to challenge what has happened. But from the taxpayer perspective, you can understand why this looks just totally crazy. We're saying the financial situation is serious enough that these 7 people got to go home, but apparently not serious enough to start cutting them a check from the same public money everybody is arguing was it properly managed or not. Yeah, we still gonna stay on top of this, man. This is Lamar King Sr., investigative analyst, new media, where the truth will never be silenced. Be great today. Peace.